Y'all, so I want to sit down and ask you guys a couple questions, right? Because a couple things don't add up in my head with JoJo Stardust Crusaders, right? So there will be spoilers. There's your spoiler warning. There's like the little intro thing that I put up anyways, but people seem to not notice that there's a spoiler warning in the intro, or they skip the intro, or I don't know what it is that y'all do, man. But anyways, you know, Stardust Crusaders, right? It's pretty when it comes to like JoJo parts. Like, it does what it has to do. It's like the most popular, I guess, one over here, because, you know, we got like the OVAs and stuff, and everybody loves Jotaro and everybody loves Dio, and, you know, everybody looks at JoJo and they're like, yeah. Stardust Crusaders was the first part with stands. There was a lot of cool stands. There's a lot of boring stands. There's a lot of cool characters. You know, it's got some people's favorite characters in it. It's got some people's favorite deaths in them. You know, it's just Stardust Crusaders is pretty cool for what it does, and I'm not going to sit down and bash it for that. But Stardust Crusaders isn't, you know, perfect either. It's not like the greatest part of JoJo or anything, in my opinion. You know, I just don't think it's like the best one. If you think it's the best one, that's cool for you. You know, I don't care. That's cool. Everybody gets to like what they want. But Stardust Crusaders does this thing where they have a character, and then the character gets like killed off for a little bit, and then they're back. And they do this with two of the main party members, I guess, two of our main members of our group, and they do this with Avdol and Kakyoin. So Kakyoin is like gone for the second half of Stardust Crusaders, from the very beginning of it, when they fight End Duel, which is their first fight, up until they get to Dio's Mansion, which included, you know, the last couple of fights where he fought with Darby. Well, they played video games, but I guess it's fighting. But he played video games with them, and then, you know, he tried to fight Dio, but then Kakyoin got donut hold, and then he died, right? And the next person is with Avdol, and he dies twice. Because, okay, the first time is when they're fighting Jay Guile and Whole Horse. Jay Guile's the guy that has, what is it, Hangman, or the thing out of the mirrors. I forgot the thing, shit. But he's fighting him with Polnareff, and Polnareff, I guess, was just being, like, hard-headed about things, and he wasn't being too cautious while fighting Whole Horse. So Jay Guile's like, hey, guess what? I'm going to come out of the reflection, because I can come out of the reflection, and then I'm going to stabby your friend. So he stabbies Avdol, and he's like, oh shit. But because he stabbies Avdol, when Whole Horse goes to shoot him, the bullet only grazes the top of Avdol's forehead, and he kind of just drops, and then Whole Horse leaves. Polnareff ends up killing Jay Guile after, because he's like, alright, whatever, I'm sick of your shit, and, you know, he like dices him up into pieces with Silver Chariot. But Avdol was quote-unquote dead up until the end of that part. Almost the end of that part. It was like one of the last few things they did. Avdol was gone for a long time, and he comes back, and the, what is it? Is it the Wheel of Fortune fight? It's the one where it was like the like random stand ability guy that granted like wishes. You guys know what I'm talking about. But he comes back, and him and Polnareff piss on the like they like piss on the guy, like mouth or something. They piss in like a little tube on the guy, and like Avdol's like, this is bro bonding. We gotta pee on people, and it's the weirdest shit. I don't understand who told them this was okay. I don't know who thought it was a good idea for them to do this, but they did this anyways. And earlier when that happened, they saw Avdol, and they were like, oh no, this is just Avdol's dad, because he had gray hair and he was disguised because he wanted to lay low from the other stand users while he was quote-unquote dead, because in actuality, he didn't get killed because the bullet only grazed the top of his forehead, so he just had a scar there, and it didn't actually kill him. They immediately healed him after and took him to a hospital and stuff, but they didn't want Polnareff to know, so they sat there and made my man Polnareff feel this doubt and this guilt over himself, and they made him feel all insecure and shit, and they made him feel really bad about himself, given he knew he couldn't mess around anymore because it cost him his friend's life, although he didn't actually lose a friend. So it's like they did that as like a cruel way to teach him a lesson and teach him a joke, or like they joke with him. They taught him a lesson, but it was kind of messed up, you know. They played it off his friend as dead. Why would they sit down and play him off as dead? And I understand that originally, like, there was going to be a thing where it was from Avdol's perspective. Apparently, Stardust Crusaders was supposed to be from, like, Avdol's perspective, and he was supposed to be main character. And that would have been cool, because Avdol, I don't know, I like Avdol a lot, right? He's got, like, a noodle-shaped head. Like, his hair looks like noodles. He's like a ramen guy. You guys know Teochi from Naruto. This is the guy from Ichiraku Ramen. Yeah, that's Avdol. He's Teochi. He's the sage of 6 bowls. He's gonna body bag everybody in the multiverse with his noodle hair. My voice is cracking like shit, but that's because I'm losing my voice because, well, I was screaming my ass off earlier. So don't scream, guys. That makes you lose your voice. But yeah, Avdol has noodle hair, and Avdol's pretty cool, and his stand is pretty cool while being very simple. I thought he was a great character, and I, you know, like him a lot. He's one of my personal favorites. And again, his stand ability is pretty simple. I mean, just being able to light things on fire and burn things, and, you know, and fire powers. Fire powers are pretty simple, but fire powers are very deadly, considering you can just burn people alive, and you can burn a lot of things and get out of a lot of, you know, tight, sticky situations with fire. You can blow things up if you get like oil on somebody, you know, you light them on fire, boom, you blow up the gas station, boom, you know, they're so destructive. It's just very destructive and very powerful, despite being so simple. Like, you know, his fire ability with Magician's Red is pretty cool. So you would think somebody that would be, you know, this cool and, you know, just a cool character, I mean, he's a really great guy, but you would think somebody like this would stick around longer and not be put onto the side. And it's a problem with Stardust Crusaders, is they put characters to the side, you know, being Avdol and Kakyoin for like a long time, and then they kind of just focus on Polnareff and Jotaro. But it's like, okay, Joseph is also there, and then they get Iggy later, so why don't they do more with these guys? They kind of just don't do anything with them until they're about to die. That's when they all start having their moments of shine, and they're all like, alright, we've got to do whatever we've got to do to help the group and defeat Dio. And that's when they decide to, you know, actually get shit done with. But until then, it's just Jotaro does something, Polnareff does something, maybe Kakyoin and Avdol get like 5 seconds of doing something, and then that's it. And then Avdol actually dies, and it's just like, they killed him off the first time. They didn't give him a lot of screen time to do things, even though he's cool and he can do a lot of things. And then when he got screen time again, he did something and immediately died after it. And the last thing he did was push away Polnareff and Iggy so that they didn't get sliced by Cream. And then he gets sliced by Cream, and it's just arms, and then, you know, bye-bye Avdol, he's gone. And he also gets, like, body bagged in Steel Ball Run. He made a small cameo of having Muhammad Avdol be one of the first people to participate in the Steel Ball Run race. And he's also one of the first few people to go out, because he's riding his camel, and his camel like stubs its toe on like a rock or like a cactus or something, and it can no longer compete. So he's like, alright camel, we're out. So it's like, there he goes, he dies again, haha, XD. But literally, what was Araki thinking? I mean, what was the point of getting rid of him? You know, I don't get why Stardust Crusaders decides to just get rid of these characters for like such a long period, because like I said, you know, they even did it to Kakyoin. Kakyoin loses in the Endo fight, he gets his eyeballs sliced open, right? And I understand Kakyoin, you know, oh, he got his eyeball sliced, he's got to recover for a long time, and then he somehow miraculously shows up at Dio's mansion at the last second, and with his sunglasses looking all cool and shit, and he's like, hey Jotaro, I didn't die, friend, I'm here, love you bro, love everybody else bro, alright, we gotta be careful, this is Dio's mansion, look, Iggy's got his paw chopped off like halfway, like he lost a paw, but it's alright, we're okay guys, we can do this, we can win. And then he dies. But Avdol just straight up gets killed off, left for half of the season pretty much, and then he comes back, and when he comes back he doesn't do much, and that's the disappointing part. Why did Stardust Crusaders have to do this to its characters? I don't know. What do you guys think Araki was thinking when he decided to, you know, quote unquote kill off these characters and just pretty much put them aside on hiatus, I guess, from the rest of the group? Do you guys like this? Do you guys really care? Or do you guys not care? Let me know down below in the comments, you know, if you guys like Avdol and things like that. If you guys like Kakyoin, go ahead and give me I don't know, if you like the video, do something, you know, say something in the comments. Let me know what you guys think about the topic, and if you wish the Whole Horse would have been in the group, because they were actually also supposed to make Whole Horse part of the group. And that's kind of interesting that the Whole Horse would have been part of the group, considering how he already is. Technically, I guess, like, you know, a mainstay villain out of Dio's lackeys. He's one of the ones that's kind of there the most, and he's got all the gag interactions and the stupid goofy comedy moments when he like shoves his fingers up Polnareff's nose, and there's things like with Oingo Boingo and all that stuff that happens to the Whole Horse is just funny. Him trying to step up to Dio and all that shit. You know, if he would have actually been one of the Crusaders, what do you guys think would have happened with that? With that being said, thank you guys for watching. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and feel free to subscribe. We'll be doing more of these discussion-esque videos and explanation videos and all that stuff. You know, I've always been doing that since the beginning of my channel, just when it comes to JoJo and everything else, even before I started doing JoJo months ago when I used to make my Naruto and my One Piece videos and, you know, my other shonen stuff and just talking about anime and manga. Always been about, you know, having fun doing these discussions and stuff. So let me know what you guys think. Should they have kept Avdol and Kakyoin longer? I mean, I think, yeah, you guys should have, you know, guessed that by now, but let me know what you guys think. Have a nice day. It's what, Friday or Thursday when I'm uploading this? I don't even know shit.